talk about like your favorite sports moment. I can give no lie, man. It's funny, man, because we were talking about this. But I was talking about because you just play receiver, I play quarterback.
Yeah.
So being like out, I'm learning along the way too. We used to set receivers up a lot of time, but that just, we weren't doing it on purpose. But I done seen you took some hits and, Saxton pop right back up, you know what I'm saying? But just like, what were some of your highlights, like, you know what I'm saying, like, in sports?
I'm about to say my favorite one was when we played at Spencer in Columbus. That was like my junior year. That was my first year back. A lot of people don't know I had broke my tailbone.
Yeah.
And when I broke my tailbone, I tried to come back earlier than I should have for 9th grade football. And it made it worse. Yeah. And you was there when I got hit.
Yeah,
that was ugly.
Yeah.
I got flipped and everything.
Yeah.
So it was really bad, you know what I'm saying? But shoot, we don't know what we can do, but one thing like I can say I regret is that I didn't stay on the team and just stay inside on my jersey on. I don't know why I didn't want to do that, but it just like in me, like I guess that I was just so hurt the fact I couldn't play.
Right.
When we cleared. But if I can go back and do some stuff, man, I would honestly say like I would, if I had the mentality that I have now, like I learned as a coach to teach my players how to run routes and stuff like that, man. If I had that in high school, man,
and
that's the thing about it. Like for people like who play sports in high school and stuff, you don't do nothing after high school. You don't never get the chance to really learn and elevate. You feel what I'm saying? Especially you're gonna come from a powerhouse football high school. You feel what I'm saying? We were a powerhouse. We just was a group of boys that been playing together for our whole life. That shoot. I'm gonna go out and ride for you, you can ride for me, and that's how it is, you know what I'm saying? Like, we tired of folks saying we suck. Let's go do this, you know what I'm saying? Let's figure something out. We was 5 or 6 our junior year, 6 and 4 our senior year. So
turn around,
you know what I'm saying? Made the playoffs first time in 8 years, broke the cycle, then came back. Me and my high school quarterback Derek came back and coached, led them boys to a 8-3 season. That's crazy. Like, and they were 1-9 the year before, so it's like how? Like what happened? What clicked?
Yeah.
Just need somebody there who believe in them, who also know how to talk to them, know how to coach them up,
Yeah. I want, talk about, some of the best advice you got, in the coaching field, like,
One of the best advices I have in the coaching field is that, like, if you know a player is capable, you believe in them, give them a chance. It's certain things, you know what I'm saying, drop the ball, cool. Certain things like that you have to allow the player to make mistakes on, so that way you give them that motivation, you encourage them to get back up. My best sports memory, because I didn't answer the question, my best sport memory was, like I said, a Spencer. So I caught a one-handed pass off a busted halfback screen, and the play before they had threw a pass, and I don't know what happened, but when I was trying to reach for it, I think the guy may have grabbed me or something, but I touched the ball, but when I think he pulled me, so I don't know what happened. But I just couldn't catch it. I was on the sideline. And I wanted to dive for it, but I felt him tugging on me, like he was already pulling me down. So I felt kind of bad about it, but you know what I'm saying? People said me it's all right, but that next play, they called it. And I remember Coach Cummins, Bojack, telling me, y'all run the backside. He got that deep voice. Y'all run the backside. Backside 94, A flat.
Mm-hmm.
And he told me to run the I think I was running the 4. Yeah, I was running 4 because I was like towards the midfield. So ran it. No, I ran the flat. I ran the flat and I wheeled it up because it wasn't open. And I saw the screen was busted. I knew Derek needed somewhere to go, but I wheeled it up. I saw Ivory out on the sideline, so I wheeled up into the middle of the field.
Yeah.
Derek threw. I caught it one hand in stride, pulled it down. I saw one dude. I dodged him, but there was another dude behind me I didn't see. I was so upset because I felt like if he wasn't there, I probably would have been gone. But I wasn't as fast as person either, so it didn't matter.
Yeah.
So just the fact that when Coach Cummins gave me them plays, he told me, he said straight up, he said, man, go out there and go catch this one now. Like, that's all he had to say, go catch this one. You know what I'm saying? Just try to encourage them boy more so than like, tearing out. It's okay to correct them, you know what I'm saying, getting together, but make sure you put slap a little encouragement in it,
Talk about, you know what I'm saying, gradually, transitioning out of high school, you know what I'm saying, your senior year and the college selection process, like, what was that process like for you? Talk about the scholarships you had and, try to give the kids, some game about,
so
going to school.
I'll tell you right now, if you really want to get recruited, especially for sports, go to camps. Make sure you go to camps. I didn't go to no camps. Only camp I went to was Camden Camp. And by that time, nobody would have heard of me. So it was like, oh well. You know what I'm saying? So I caught some passes and stuff, but if I look at myself and I be honest with myself, I wasn't the best receiver. You feel me? Because just certain things we want to talk, we didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Like we tried to do the best we could on our own, but unless you went and got exposed to people who actually knew the game like that, like that knew the game in that particular position, It's just you have to make sure like you got to the next level every time, but just make sure like you go to camps, like honestly, and whatever.
Now I'm saying, how did you get to Benedict?
So I got to Benedict because Benedict was the last scholarship on the table. Because of my history with my tailbone, a lot of schools deemed me a liability, so I didn't have no scholarship offers like that for sports. It was so Benedict was the last one to offer me, and I was planning to actually go to Benedict and try to play football and run track.
Yeah.
And try to get full scholarship off of that, but ended up meeting some people who told me my GPA was high through the roof, in which I did not know because I didn't really know what a GPA was. I didn't really care about it. Yeah. I was playing ball. Like my mama just made sure my grades were straight. She, she said, if you never hold a ball again, you're gonna be smart. So I'm like, okay. So one day I didn't know what GPA was. I just never really checked it. Never really cared about it. That really was. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, I ain't never really checked it. So I was looking at it, like, you got 3.9 GPA. Like, got 3.9. Like, I'm thinking my mom, like, you got a high GPA. Like, you feel me? Like, I was ranking high in the class, like, in the top 10 almost. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, didn't know that. So, then they offered me a full scholarship for that, but it was extra fees to be paid. So, I met this guy named Daryl Izzard, excuse me, at the time. Walked into the chapel, he sat me down and told me to play a whole bunch of stuff on piano. I knew he was a choir director for the gospel choir, but I didn't think none of it. He said, cool, that's your audition. I was like, audition? I said, how you gonna tell me I'm auditioning? You didn't tell me, like, it's audition. I didn't know I was playing around. He was like, I seen all I need to see. So I'm gonna see your scores in your email. He said, gospel choir gives scholarships. I said, cool, whatever. They could be like $500 something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Getting his car, he sent me on the way back to Georgia. He sent me the email. I made it 29, a possible 30.
Mm.
And I didn't know I was auditioning.
Yeah.
Told me I did better than people who know that they're auditioning. I'm like, what? So then he told me, he said, so we offer scholarships. So he said, I asked him, I said, cool, what's the process? How much will I be receiving? He said, how much do you need? I said, what's the process? He said, how much do you need? So I was like, oh. Told him. That was it. I was Benedict 4 years for free, off for gospel choir, and my GPA.
Yeah. Well,